so ironic because it's
I'm shaking.
TikTok, but
I'm literally shaking.
No, TikTok's a fucked platform.
Also, I made
Shit's
this
nutty.
list. Here is the list. If anyone else wants to make a video on it,
I'm shaking, bro.
credit me, and you can add on, remove. I don't care, but I made this list because this didn't really exist before. I hope you guys watched the whole thing. By the way, make sure to follow me on Instagram and subscribe to the channel if you are not already. Actually, don't subscribe yet. I'll earn your subscription by the end of this video.
Hey.
Yeah, without further ado, let's head on to the iceberg.
Bro, I'm
The
shaking.
tip of the iceberg.
I'm shaking.
Botting accounts. Like most social media, TikTok has a botting
underwhelming.
problem. Users that want followers can easily look
Everyone
up
knows
how to buy
TikTok's
TikTok
botted the
followers with
fuck.
Google.
Yeah,
We met
yeah,
instantly with
but
millions of
hey,
results.
we had to
Most
start
being
low.
shady websites
I saw
with,
some-
let's just
I saw
say,
some wild stories
non-ideal
on that
prices.
iceberg, though.
Not only can you
Test.
buy followers, but you can buy views, likes, and even comments. I don't know how lame you have to be to do that stuff.
Hey,
Jail
fun fact.
talk.
That's how Travis Scott started. Travis
really?
Scott bought all of his followers on SoundCloud when he started. His manager came
not
out
know
and
that.
said that Travis
That's actually really
Scott,
funny.
paid him to set up a bot farm for his SoundCloud engagements, and then he
That's-
was able to pitch that manufactured success to a record label.
That's actually hilarious. It's
So
like
yeah,
I'm
that
talking
shit
to
really
Charlie.
works.
Jail talk is a term used for inmates which have their cellular devices with them and make TikToks. These videos are for the most part innocent and wholesome, with the
Thanks,
comment
you
section
bitch
usually joking
spoodles.
about how they can escape. They're not hurting anybody, but there is a reason why they are in jail in the first place, which is why they are on this list at the tip of the iceberg. Fetishization of murderers. TikTok
True
is
crime.
a place for anyone with any interest.
That was big
It's no
on
doubt
Tumblr.
Some people are interested in murderers. I mean, my whole channel is dedicated to morbid topics. But some people, mainly young teens, push the boundary a little when they begin romanticizing these murderers. Take Cameron Herron, for example.
Oh,
In
Jesus,
April
yeah.
of this year, this
Fuck.
21-year-old man was sentenced to
Oh my
total
God,
of
this is so
24
crazy.
years in
Actually
prison
forgot about
for killing
that.
a 24-year-old mom and her baby during an illegal street race. Yet people on TikTok were begging for his freedom because he is quote-unquote cute. With dedicated fan edits, comments like, chances should be given and he deserves it, and he is innocent, please let him go, or justice for him.
They
I think it's
still
safe to
exist.
say
I see 'em on
that
Twitter all the
teenagers that are
time.
writing these comments have no real
All the
sense of
time.
murder and have no idea how this affects the family. Hey Emily, just because you sat through the entirety of True Crime on Netflix doesn't mean you have a special connection with murderers. It's not only male murderers that are
He's a
simped
tier
for,
one
though.
chaotic
There's also the
meatball.
case of
You
should have laughed,
Usman,
Charlie.
who in
Come on.
2013
It
was
was
the age
awkward now.
18 and stabbed his mother 150
If you were
times,
spamming
killing
fuck
her.
Emily.
TikTok teens
Shit.
began requesting for her freedom because 1, they just thought she was cool, and 2, people said that the only reason she killed her mom was due to being abused, though that was never proven, so people were just going off word of mouth.
Oh my God, I gotta post
Jesus
this.
Fetishization of
Christ.
school shooters. Just like young teens simp for murderers, they also simp for school shooters. Most notably, Devin Erickson, which we actually
What?
talked about on this channel back in March.
Who the fuck is
That's
that?
exactly what you'd expect. Fan edits, comments saying
Yeah, he's an
hot,
ugly-
and
he's an ugly
I
dude.
wouldn't doubt some asking for his freedom. Speaking of romanticizing school shooters, I remember FTP made a couple
Wait,
shirts referencing
who the fuck was that? I've never heard of that guy. He was a school shooter? Dude straight up had like cotton candy hair. I guess it's good that I have no idea that dude's name. But yeah, no, I had no clue. I've never seen that guy before in my fucking life.
Oh my God, guys, I'm literally shaking. I'm recording this like
Columbine
live.
school shooters, Eric and Dylan, and in one shirt,
Hold up,
there's a
am I
print
gonna
of
pop
both
up?
of them after they committed. I
This
don't know who
is-
started
yeah,
this trend of thinking school shooters are
Oh my
people
God.
you should
This is
idolize because
insane.
They're not. They're
I'm
shit
like-
humans
I'm
that
actually
take away
shaking.
lives of innocent people.
Oh my God, guys.
Yep.
Hey guys, I just want to take a few moments out of this video to talk about today's sponsor, Atlas VPN.
You can skip
They
that.
actually sponsored the last Iceberg video.
Nice.
Buying rare usernames. Rare usernames are exactly that. Usernames that are 3 to 4 letters each, or usernames that are a single word or name. Twitter and Instagram also have these communities which sell
kinda
and buy
lame.
rare usernames. These purchases
Hey,
take place outside
squatters.
of the app on forums and sell for upwards
Things
of
are prime.
$4,500.
Mech.
Usually these purchases are made using cryptocurrency, but at the end of the day, it is up for
Resub
the people
grown-ass
within the
adult.
deal to decide. Fake TikTok
No,
login
I haven't heard
sites.
of that
This
one,
is a
grown-ass.
scam that aims to steal your account by
Sounds
collecting
goofy.
your username and password. Scammers do this by sending you a fake login site that looks just like the real TikTok website, except the only difference is the URL. The URL should be tiktok.com, but instead is something like tiktoklogin.site. Once putting your information in, you'll be met with a fake 404 error screen. The surface. Faking disabilities. There was an instance
Ooh, this
last
was
week where
big,
this girl
still
on TikTok
big.
did some detective
Yeah.
work and found out that the account at Adopted and Disabled Child was actually a guy pretending to be disabled. For what? I'm assuming for clout and then collecting donations afterwards. All credit to her because she actually found out that the quote-unquote disabled man in the video is a soccer player for a Norwegian
Dude, this is
football
gonna
team.
get so dark.
What goes on through your head to say, you know what? I should fake a disability
Holy
today
shit.
and post it on TikTok. Eventually, your friends and family will find out, and if not, then a random girl on TikTok will.
Yeah.
Lopez brothers. Okay, I honestly don't want to waste my breath on these fucking idiots, so I'm gonna make this one really quick. Yes, they are both guilty of soliciting minors. Yes, there is proof.
She's 14. And you are how old?
Who the fuck are they? I've never heard of them.
Good.
23.
You're very lucky, Charlie.
You know what can happen to you?
I do.
You can end up in jail.
I do realize that.
And
Man, that video didn't really pop off. Let me take a peek. I bet they're doing just fine on TikTok.
No, don't leave.
Honestly, it might even be good marketing on TikTok, so that way the little girls think they have a chance with them, I guess.
Oh, is he checking
Which
like on
they
his
very well
phone?
might.
All right.
Tony Lopez. That's not Tony Lopez. That's an old man.
Oh, well, I think that's probably a better option.
Tony Lopez has 23 million followers, and he's doing real well.
Yeah, it's so
Posted
weird.
a day ago. Let's go. He rated his attractiveness. Look at this.
Jesus. It's so gross.
Yeah, no, that really, man, him being outed as a pedophile apparently it really ruined him.
I know, right? Bro.
Who was the other one? Andre Lopez? He probably took the brunt of it. 21 million followers. He's doing even better than his brother. Hey, look, he's doing a dance.
This is so weird.
Nice.
Never thought I would see Charlie pulling up Lopez brothers while...
See, that's the beauty of TikTok. No matter what you do, you can't be canceled on there.
Right?
You know why?
Exactly.
Because kids don't care.
They do...
Kids do not give a shit.
That's why...
These two could have literally executed a child on TikTok live stream, put a gun to his head, blew their fucking brains out, and then did a dance on their corpse. Kids would have forgiven them.
Yeah.
Literal next day.
Exactly.
You can end up in jail.
I do realize that.
And yes, for some reason, little girls still love them.
Oh, he even mentions it, yeah.
Jerobe. Jerobe was a TikToker with 4 million followers. His
Is he
content
some
consisted of
plasma
being
and
politically
Jossie?
correct and... yeah, that was it. His TikToks would get millions of views, and I'm sure you've seen him on your For You page at some point. Well, last month, multiple minors came out explaining that Jerobe had groomed
I guess
them. One
Tori.
of them, the one that got the most views, was a boy by the name of DYLG16. This person goes on to explain that Jerobe is a disgusting hypocrite and abuses his clout to groom and prey upon underage boys. He goes on to say that
I can't
Joe
believe
asked
Charlie's
for his
watching me
Snapchat
right now.
during the live stream, and that led to Joe being invited to Zoom calls with his friends. Joe would send him and his minor friends online BDSM tests and would ask to see their scores so
Jesus
he could see what
Christ.
their kinks were. He then personally invited the 16-year-old minor to stay with him at a 1-bedroom Airbnb. He even offered to buy him alcohol. And if that wasn't damning enough, Jerobe ended up deleting his account shortly after these allegations came out. Bro, if there's one thing I don't like about fucking groomers, bro, get the fuck out of here. You're weird. You're weird. You're weird. Cartel TikTok.
To be fair, that dude probably wouldn't have recovered. I think you're probably right. The people that are fine and uncancelable on TikTok are like the dudes that are decent looking. This guy stood no chance.
Right?
This guy was fucked the second
It's
he got
like,
outed as a
if you have a
child
little
groomer.
girl fan base, then you're safe, which is
But
so
yeah,
fucking
the other ones
weird.
are doing just fine
It's
for
horrible.
literally being outed by multiple people for preying on minors.
Yeah.
Weird.
That's a funny pause.
Cartel TikTok. Cartel TikTok is a series of TikToks that display the lavish lifestyle of the cartel, or, well, the bright side of it, if that's what you want to call it. All of the
There's a prime
expensive
Chris and the
cars,
reset
houses,
blade.
jewelry, and money. There have also been some more violent ones of members shooting at rival gangs and the police. Apparently, I'm saying apparently because this is word of mouth, teenagers from the US were really intrigued by the lifestyle and asked if they could join the cartel. Some cartel members would respond and say yeah, and they would force these teenagers to smuggle drugs for them, I'm assuming into Mexico. As of now, TikTok has taken down any hashtags related to the cartel.
Damn. What a good way of
Zombie
recruiting.
Woman. Zombie Woman is the nickname given to a woman in distress recorded from a neighbor earlier this year in May in Seattle, Washington. Now, I've tried researching what actually is the story behind this video, but there isn't really a solid story. So, I'm just going to read you guys some popular theories. The first theory is that this woman is a victim of domestic abuse due to dyeing her hair pink and her boyfriend not liking it. Also forgot to mention that in that same theory, the boyfriend allegedly ripped her hair out due to not liking the pink. That's the most I could find for that one. The second theory
That's
is
probably
that this
not
woman
it.
is just on some type of heavy drug like bath salts. The third theory
That's
is that
more
this woman
likely.
is a victim of human trafficking and she had escaped her abuse.
That is possible.
Someone said that she was holding a pseudo baby to cope with her real baby being killed. Again, these are just theories.
Man, that actually does look like a fucking scene from Martyrs. If any of you guys
this is gonna get dark,
enough
bro.
to have watched that movie.
This is gonna get
movie's
so
disturbing.
dark.
This actually does look like a scene from that. So this was real? This wasn't like some theater
No, it was
thing
real.
or something? Like
it was
some
real.
kids doing
We still don't know
high
the
school
story
theater?
to this day.
Because the cops are actually here, so I'm guessing this was a real person.
Yeah, it's real.
Damn, that is fucking sad.
She was confused with another woman that was attacked by her boyfriend's
Martyrs
pit
isn't
bull.
that bad? Bro, that
But it's
movie
on
hits
part-
hard.
It's on part 3. TikTok
That
Iceberg
movie,
part 3.
like, not just like the gore shit they show. That movie, like, even its message is disturbing. The whole movie is about torturing women so they can get as close to death as possible, so hopefully they'd have an out-of-body experience and see what's on the other side. And to accomplish that, they torture the women, like, by literally, like, peeling all of their skin off, like, degloving their whole body. Like, it's that movie's nutty. That movie is, like, really nutty.
Someone said that she was holding a pseudo baby to cope with her real baby being killed. Again, these are just theories. The body. Indian trend. Yes, you heard that right. I know I'm gonna
Thanks,
censor a
Reese,
lot for this
swag.
video. Hope you guys
And the
still
bits
watch.
Adrianic.
Before TikTok was banned in India, in the summer of 2020, a popular Indian user by the name of Muhibur Rahman and his friend filmed and uploaded a disturbing video where they duetted a woman's video. I'm assuming the woman's video was made to raise awareness of sexual abuse, but these two men used that as an opportunity to make it seem like they just got done using her. Another popular Indian influencer uploaded a similar video.
It's
but
gonna get
instead
so dark
lip-synced
after
to a
this.
song with the lyrics, "Only I have a right over your body." Eventually, women
Jesus
of India took to Twitter
Christ.
to report this new trend,
What
and
the
the
fuck?
chairperson
I
of the
don't know
National
either,
Commission for
Charlie.
Women in India took note of this and managed to get TikTok.
Hey, the
to
views are
ban the
bumping
trend.
up. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, yo, you gotta pay me after this, Charlie.
Holocaust challenge. Yo, I can't
Oh, I
even
remember
believe some
this
of the
one.
stuff I'm saying right
I remember
now.
that one.
This is real stuff that happened on TikTok. In August of 2020, a new trend began emerging in US TikTok. In this trend, teenagers would pretend to be Jews that had died during the Holocaust.
Yeah, that one was pretty fucking crazy.
I know. It was probably one of the worst ones. I think it's up there. It's up there for being one of the fucking worst ones. And there's still more to the iceberg, by the way. We're only halfway.
Diane Saltzman, the director.
One thing I always found pretty interesting about this is, like, what is the thought process here? Like, so they died at Auschwitz and they went to heaven, and yet they're still, like, covered in
You're
dirt
right.
and, like, hurt
You're
and
fucking
stuff,
right.
even while in heaven?
Yeah. Like if they're in
That's gotta
limbo.
suck. You
or
go to
some
heaven in the same state you left the world? Like, if you get hit by a fucking train or something, you just go to heaven in pieces? That'd be
Yeah.
terrible. What a horrible, like, entrance.
You're right. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Jesus.
Diane Saltzman, the director of Survivor Affairs at the U.S. Holocaust Museum, told Insider, imitating Holocaust experiences dishonors the memory of victims, is offensive to survivors,
Is
and
it tier one
trivializes
macaroni
the
and
history.
cheese?
I don't know how fucking stupid you have to be to do this shit, bro. That's just weird and disrespectful. Fucking weirdo. I like that I could shit on these people and, like, there's no backlash because they all do stupid shit. Give me more ideas for Iceberg Part 2 for TikTok so I can shit on more people. Ronnie McNutt video. In
This one,
2020,
I remember this
mobile
one
TikToks
too.
would be posted onto the
Charlie
app.
just
Oh,
ignores
this
my
one was heavy.
personality.
Until the TikTok would then cut to a clip of a man shooting himself in the head with a rifle. Well, he actually shoots himself in the face, not like we're like right here. I'm sure you guys have probably seen the video. These TikToks were disguised as your
Yeah, that
average
one was
dancing
wild.
videos,
That was a
memes,
fucked up
K-pop
trend.
fan cams, and everything
I
else,
know.
but were meant to traumatize kids on the app. In case you're wondering exactly who started making these videos, there is no lead, but I'm sure we can all assume it was some edgy teen who
Thanks,
just
Reese
wanted to
Z.
make some kids' days that much worse. The man in the video is Ronnie McNutt, age 33. A friend of his named John Steen, who was a live viewer of the stream, confirmed that the rumor of Ronnie doing this, quote, because his girlfriend broke up with him, is entirely false. He explains that Ronnie did this due to suffering from PTSD and depression.
Oh, yeah, that one was super
TikTok
sad.
beheading video. In the summer of
That
this
one was
year,
really
a
fucking
video
sad.
began
Thanks, Reese
circulating
Pablo.
on TikTok that showed a little girl dancing and then cut to a video of someone getting beheaded. We're assuming it's the Mexican cartel because they are speaking Spanish in the video. Everyone assumed this person in the video to be her. Well, spoiler alert, it's not. They're two different people. It's just a random girl and it cuts to a Mexican cartel video. Like the Ronnie McNutt video, this spread like wildfire. I'm sure people would just post the video itself or like cut the
Thanks,
clip
Resub
into a normal
Cat.
TikTok and trick people into thinking they're watching a normal
Normal
TikTok,
TikTok.
and it cuts to that clip.
clip.
Anyway, like I was saying, the girl dancing and the person in the other video
Is
are
it tier
not
one
the same person.
big
That
forehead?
person is a man by the name of Rodolfo Bellucci, which coincidentally has the same body type as the girl. If you're wondering how a tween girl and a grown man were mistaken to be the same person, well, almost all gore videos seem like they're filmed on a fucking Chromebook, so the best you'll get is 360p.
I didn't get a laugh from Charlie.
True.
Cassie
Hey,
Compton.
I got a true.
In January of 2021,
This one I remember
a
from
video
Reddit.
posted on TikTok went viral due to showing a woman sitting in the backseat of a car with a man sitting next to her. She had 2 black eyes and was slumped over staring at the camera, almost silently pleading for help. People compared this woman to Cassie Compton, a 15-year-old who disappeared from her home in Stuttgart, Arkansas on September 14th of 2014. Though, these were later found out to be 2 completely different people, and
Oh,
the
it
woman
wasn't
in the
right?
video was confirmed by family to be Haley Grace Phillips. She had been reported missing by a family member
Oh,
who saw the
well,
video.
it was
but
right, though.
on her own account, had just left home due to a falling out with her
No,
father.
no, it
So,
wasn't.
You know, she didn't think she was missing. She just like left home. She went on to host a few Instagram live streams where in the first one she says, "I don't know who this Cassie bitch is," which already gave her a negative look. And when asked about the black eyes, she explains that she had been jumped and robbed by 2 women when leaving the store, and the men in the car were friends of hers helping her track down the attackers. Many were still skeptical to if she was telling the truth or if her abusers were telling her.
So
she
Reddit was
saying
almost
things,
right,
though we
kind
have no
of.
idea what the actual
I guess
truth
they
is
helped.
because she
They
disabled
helped.
her account
Definitely
and
helped.
never gave the public any more details. Austin 13. Austin Morosky was a TikToker with many followers who was accused of raping his 5-year-old sister. Yup, you heard that right.
Jesus
So basically,
Christ.
there is no hard evidence that I could find to this case. It's all just word of mouth from people that went to high school with him. So the story goes that he allegedly raped his little sister of 5 years old when he was 9, and then was sent off to a juvenile detention center during high school. Yes, during high school, which is already weird as part of the story because to enter juvie, there's not like an age limit. You could be 6 and be in juvie, so theoretically he should have gone to juvie right when he did it, not during high school. Or maybe the story is that
Thanks,
the
Arisa Venom.
information got leaked while he was in high school. But again, this is all word of mouth. Anyway, people on TikTok started rushing to spread awareness about this guy. He eventually ended up releasing an apology.
Hey everybody, my name's Austin Morosky, and the reason
It's the
I'm
weirdest
making
apology
this
ever.
TikTok is to educate my followers, friends, and family, regardless of the lack of knowledge that
He's reading it like a
concerning my
report.
life and my
Book report.
family,
I
as a
know.
TikToker and a man will continue to make my fans happy and entertain. I just want my true supporters to know that
Supporters.
if you happen to get in the same scenario like myself,
Is he still
protect
relevant?
yourself.
Is he still like
Be a
making
lesson to
TikToks?
my followers and whoever's
Look at the
watching
like to comment ratio on the
that
TikTok.
words will and can affect someone's life along with the cyberbullying.
Which, by the way, is one of the worst apology videos I've seen.
What?
It's right up there with James Charles and David Dobrik. You'd expect him to be like, "No, I did not rape my sister," or "Yes, guys, I did."
Holy
but
shit.
He just dodges the question. He acknowledges nothing. He tells his supporters that words can affect you and to keep your head up during hard times. He victimizes himself. I'm assuming this is why people think he's 100% guilty. Though we'll never really know because those juvenile records aren't available to the public since they're minors.
What
Lady
the fuck?
Cat Killer.
Wait, what the fuck?
Is he gonna look at
That was
Austin? TV?
actually like his response. I imagine he's doing just fine on TikTok. He probably didn't even need to do that for his TikTok followers.
Well, he
They
didn't
don't
have that
give a
much clout. He was not like clouded up like
Wasn't
the
it
Tony Lopez
Austin
brothers. I mean, the
13?
Lopez brothers. He's probably banned. I don't know if he's gonna find his account.
fuck. He does not have a TikTok anymore.
Yep. Yeah. Fucking got banned and just never came back. Or he just left on his own.
That's a first. Unless he changed his handle.
Maybe. That's true. You could just.
He's the Prime Frog in the resub Oscar. Yeah, I typed it in right. The AWS. Yeah, I typed it in right. Oh, 316. Oh. Okay, hold on. Let me double check.
If he's there, he's probably still not. I don't think he's there. Let's see.
No, still not. And it was Austin 13. Man, fuck you guys making me think I was wrong. Thanks for resub, Avy. Yeah, it looks like he got banned.
In 2020, there was a person that would go on Omegle with the tag furry from
Stone
12 a.m.
cold
to
bi-
2
oh,
a.m.
you
and
son
would
of
show
a
off
bitch.
skinned and burned cats,
I
cat
see.
skulls, and other things of that nature. Even though this happened on Omegle, the quote-unquote lady would post on TikTok, which is why it's on.
I know
Iceberg.
she-
If you were on TikTok
I
at the
see.
time, you
I
might
didn't say her
remember the amount
identity
of
in this
people that
video.
were talking about this. Shout out to the Netflix documentary "Don't Fuck with Cats." I love that. I love that film. That was cool. It was never proven or not as to if she was the person on TikTok, considering many accounts were made due to getting banned. But whoever was on the account seemed to be trying to pull off the "you'll never catch me" scheme, which no, it was 2020, your ass is gonna get caught. And actually, law enforcement did get involved, and it is most likely that this person was tracked down and charged. Though we'll never have any confirmation because we don't know the cat killer's name, which means we can't look it up on public records.
I vaguely remember that. I didn't see the documentary,
One of the
though.
most recent situations from this entire iceberg is the case of Bethany Martin and her minor friend. On July 28th in San Antonio, Texas, this girl and her friend saw someone hanging from the railing of a drainage ditch. The 25-year-old man had just committed suicide, and instead of calling the police, well, one of the teens filmed the other one stealing his necklace. Yes, removing it from his lifeless body. To make matters even worse, they filmed it and posted it on
Full-blown
Snapchat.
Logan
I have
Paul.
no idea how stupid you have to be to film yourself
Oh,
committing
no.
a crime. I mean, because if you think about it, they could have gotten away with it, and I'm not condoning them getting away with it. But seriously, how stupid! Like, don't film
Holy
it. Again,
shit.
I'm not condoning what they did. Good that they got caught. I'm glad they were idiots and filmed it. But like, bro, y'all are stupid. When asked by the police why she stole the necklace, she says that it matched her fashion style. Honestly, I didn't expect any better
That's a
reasoning
good
from
point,
this girl.
actually.
The police returned the jewelry to the family.
Shut the
Bethany was arrested and charged with theft of a corpse. Her bond was set to $2,000, and she has since been released from jail. The minor was also charged with the same thing.
Thanks to Prime Reginald.
The
How are they doing on TikTok? What was her name?
I love that he's actually like into this. Like Charlie,
What was
damn,
it?
I love that he's
Bethany
actually looking
what?
it up.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He's really
how many
into
people
it.
are actually fucking named Bethany in 2022. I'm sure it'll come up.
Oh, we're at
Let's see.
the dark abyss. Oh my god, people are gonna spam like CP because there's CP on the screen. Oh, that sounds
Bethany
weird.
Martin?
The letters C and P are on the screen.
Bethany what? Bethany 3160. I'm not falling for it twice.
Oh my god, guys, I'm literally shaking. I'm recording.
Okay, I guess it's this one then.
Hold up. Am I gonna pop up? This is, yeah. Oh my god. This is insane.
No, it looks like she has also been banned. Man, maybe TikTok actually does sometimes take action.
Subscribe to the channel.
Then why not for the other? They're like predators.
I don't because
Yeah, it looks like.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
it looks
very
she
like
was
pick and
also,
choosy. If you're more on the
name was
influencer
Bethany
side, like a
Martin.
James Charles, a Tony Lopez, they're gonna
She's just not popping up
not
when I
ban
search
you.
her.
If you're a nobody, they're gonna ban you. So you need to have
No,
status.
she's also gone.
You need to have status.
Thanks for the 5 gift subs, G-Chill. Thank you for that, man. Thanks for the Prime Inzo and the gift sub Sakurai.
Abyss. Zachary Lathan.
Her account still exists.
Often
It's at
dubbed
50K.
The TikToker who killed his neighbor for clout.
Thanks for some
Zachary
Dal
Lathan
stars.
did just that, though whether he did it for clout or not is unknown. Here is a rundown of the story. Zachary had been having problems with his neighbors due to driving recklessly in the neighborhood. At one point, he films a woman that's part of the family and calls her a Karen repeatedly. He then allegedly swerved his car into their son's bike while he's biking. Eventually, the family's son and father confront Zach by going to his house, and meanwhile, Zach's wife is recording everything. Yeah, the dude had a wife at the age of 18. Anyway, Zach ends up going 8 mode
sorry.
and stabs
I'm sorry.
William in the armpit, puncturing
Charlie
his
does
lung,
not react to
killing
my
him.
jokes,
People say
dude.
this was an attempt to gain TikTok clout since the wife was recording, but I personally think it's just a man with mental and anger issues not knowing limits. Also,
Jesus.
the argument that he did it for clout is odd considering the dude he killed came up on his property first. You would think that he would go to the neighbor's house, kill him over there. But no, the people came up to his side, and I'm not defending again. That kid's a fucking idiot. But yeah, rest in peace to that man. Rest in peace. Joseph Jimenez.
I'm assuming
Another
that
recent
TikTok
event from
guy's
this
in
list
jail
is
now.
this Joseph Jimenez movie theater shooting. This happened last month in California. Anthony Barajas, a 19-year-old TikToker with about 1 million followers, and his friend
Yeah,
Riley
spam rip in
Ruiz
chat.
went out to watch The Forever Purge, where
Like-
they were shot and killed by a 20-year-old man by the name of Joseph Dumbass Jimenez. A reporter actually conducted an interview with this person, so I'll give you guys some takeaways from that. The movie theater was mostly empty. There were only a total of 6 people, 3 of those being Riley, Jimenez, and Anthony. The other 3 were Jimenez's friends. Halfway during the movie, Jimenez went to go get something from his car, and he told his friends that he came back with a gun. In the article, it says that
Viewers.
his friends left the
You would like the
parking
joke
lot.
where I
I
said
guess they were
dumbass.
just, like, weird. They were fucking scared. They went to the parking lot. Then they
What
see
the
Jimenez
fuck?
running to his car, getting in, and speeding off. The bodies of the 2 teens weren't found up until the cleaning crew came.
Oh, they're gonna get mad at me.
Odd, like no one heard a gunshot. Like,
I'm sorry.
Gunshots in the
I know
movie
it's
theater.
soundproof.
Anyway,
I
I
know.
mean, it could have just
both
sounded like
teens
the
were killed
movie.
Yeah.
execution style. So Jimenez went behind their seats, aimed his gun at the back of Anthony's head and shot and killed him. When he killed
Holy
Anthony,
shit.
Riley reacted horrified, and then he shot her in the head as well. Riley died at the scene, and Anthony was on life support for a couple of days until eventually dying. When explaining why he did it, he says that voices were telling him that by killing both of those two teenagers, he would be saving the world.
Fuck, maybe, Jesus Christ, maybe that Reddit commenter really was
Worthless
real
319.
then. Fuck me, oh my god. What? Jesus
Rest in
Christ.
peace, though. Rip.
Yeah, going out in public's scary, man. What's the name of that old song from Under Oath? It's dangerous business going out of your front door or something. The shit is super true. And it really feels like more and more people
Dude, his
are
viewers
becoming
jumped up.
unhinged.
I'm not even gonna lie. Is it because
I don't know what it is, but it just really feels like more
Charlie, you owe me.
often now than when I was
Nah, I'm
growing
playing.
up. People are becoming significantly more on edge and dangerous. Thanks to Tier 1 Dat Boy and the resub up down. It might just be like more access to information, but goddamn, this fucking scary.
Claire Miller is a 14-year-old girl that murdered her disabled sister, Helen, that had cerebral palsy, a disorder that affects a person's posture, muscles, and balance. We actually covered this topic on the channel when it happened back in February, and I also remember that this was an interesting case because there wasn't really like a reason. You know, there wasn't really a reason, so I'm gonna let my past self explain to you guys that. At 1 in the morning, the police got a phone call from Claire herself saying that she had just murdered her older sister. Her older sister was 19 years old and she was wheelchair bound, so she had a disability, but it doesn't really say what disability she had. So it says here that Claire hysterically called 911 and just admitted to murdering her sister, and when the police arrived, they noticed that she had tried washing the blood that was on her hands in the snow on the ground. So I guess there was just bloody snow everywhere, and they had found a knife inside of the older sister's neck. The name of the older sister was Helen Miller. I don't want to just like not mention her name. And since this happened in 1 in the morning, it says here that the parents were asleep. I don't know how you could sleep through a murder. You know, we don't know that many details, and I honestly don't really want to cover an update. They are charging her for murder as an adult. She's not being charged as a minor. She's being charged as a full adult. So she's
That's
gonna
good
get these
news.
consequences, bro. She's probably gonna get like life in prison or 100+ years type stuff. It's obviously that this Claire girl has a mental disability. Like, no one just murders out of nowhere. Even in her mugshot, like, she looks like she's not fully there. Okay, cool. Let's head on to the next topic.
God damn.
Nicola Priest. This is by
I think
far
as TikTok continues to grow, pretty much every criminal ever is going to be able to be traced back to a TikTok account. So literally every criminal from this point forward, I imagine, will be able to watch TikTok videos of them doing the Doja Cat dance or some shit at some point.
No, yeah, you're totally right.
Because it's just everyone has one now. So literally every single murderer is also going to be a TikToker by extension. That's a pretty wild future.
one of the worst things I'm gonna talk about on the channel. So this woman from the UK named Nicola Priest would post TikToks mourning her dead daughter. Her daughter seemed to be like about 2, and I'm sure when people saw this on their For You page, they would, you know, leave loving comments like, "Oh no, you're strong, you're gonna be strong." Come to find out, this woman actually murdered her own kid and then went on TikTok post mourning her own daughter. People found this out because you can actually search her up on public records, and it says there that she murdered her kid. She only got 15 years in prison, which is so fucking weird. Why? So yeah, when that information came out, it flipped the story on its head. Now people see this woman as a demon because that's what she is. And if you go back and watch some of the videos, her account is still up, by the way. If you go back and watch some of the videos, it's so fucking creepy seeing like just no.
Why is her account still up?
I don't know if it's still up, but it was up
her
at
own
the time.
daughter.
What was her name?
It's probably taken down now, but
Nicola Priest. Let's see.
I don't know if it's still up.
How is she doing?
I would hope that it's been
No, it's
banned.
down now.
Yeah.
Okay, so it must have been up in August. It is down now. That's good news. So far, almost all of them have been. I'm very surprised. Usually they're not. Why just 15 years? I have no fucking clue.
I don't know.
I
Yeah.
have no idea.
The UK got different.
I imagine, if I had to take a guess, I would say it's probably the UK. Let's see, in fact.
Exactly. Oh my god, we're almost at 19. Oh, we just hit 19. We. Like if I'm. Well, I mean, I'm in the stream. I can say that, right?
3-year-old for interrupting her having sex. Posts.
What?
Posts apology to her parents. And yes, she was from Solihull, England.
I wonder if he's gonna watch part 2.
She made a fucking YouTube
Because there's 3
apology
fucking
video
parts.
for killing
Oh my
her
god.
3-year-old daughter.
I'm gonna go crazy.
She was having sex with her boyfriend and got interrupted. And so she killed her daughter. What was the thought process? It's not like she was going to go back to getting laid after committing a murder in front of the boyfriend.
Make sure to follow me on Instagram and subscribe to the channel if you are not already. Actually, don't subscribe yet. I'll earn your subscription by the end of this video. Without further ado, let's head on to...
Dude, this is so fucking cool.
Oh shit, the boyfriend is also implicated in this.
Let me check
The
Discord.
vomiting was the result of the severe beating you were both responsible for inflicting on her. No doubt you irritated by her crying, asking to be let out. It interrupted the two of you when you wanted to have sex. You lost your temper and you were joint participants in the assault.
What is he reading?
Holy shit. And they got 15 years. It's a fucking joke, man. That's a fucking joke. Thanks, Resub Justinian.
Wild. This is all wild. Like the fact that Charlie's watching me from what, 4 months ago?
Yeah,
Oh,
so they
no,
beat the kid
more.
to death.
5 months ago. Damn, this is so crazy.
Yep, that should be life for both of them, I would say. And what's even wilder is she used it for clout on TikTok.
On TikTok, whether it be creeps paying little girls to message them or little girls going out of their way to show off their queefing skills. I'm not lying. Can't fucking believe I'm serious. There are so many grown, disgusting ass.
There's a queef trend on TikTok?
Just
It was a
looking
thing.
for
It was so fucking gross.
So the most I could say for this is just protect your children. All right, yeah, that was the Iceberg. You
that was
guys
a lot of shit.
Let me know if you guys want a part 2. If you guys want a part 2, you guys are gonna have to let me know a lot more information. Let me know what I missed. Maybe there's some crazy topics that I missed, but let me know what you guys want to see.
There's a shart trend as well. Now that just sounds like good fun. No one's getting hurt in a shart.
Oh my god, people are spamming part 2. People are spamming part 2. People are spamming part 2.
Damn. Yeah, that was a lot of shit I'd never even heard of. Thanks to the Prime Chicken Lay. Watch part 2. Maybe a different day. Let's save it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And there's a part 3. Jesus Christ. We'll save them. Give us something to plan for next one.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Thanks to Prime Papa Lester. I'll do something else. Switch up the rabbit hole.
He said they're gonna save him. Oh my god, this is so fucking cool. Everyone's spamming parts. Oh no, wait. Okay, some people are spamming part 2.
Watch something goofy now. Yeah, we can watch some sharts.
Let's watch some goofy stuff. The viewers dropped. Yo, Charlie, I'm bringing in the viewers. Come on now, I'm carrying the team. I'm just kidding.
Nuke's top 10. Thanks to the Prime J Tech.
This is so weird. This is so cool. I can't believe Charlie's watching my video. Or like, we're just I have to process
Which
this
Iceberg?
after the
Twitch
record.
Iceberg. Oh man, I'm out of water. Just pranked myself.
There's a lot of
Looks like
those.
everyone's reacted to the Twitch Iceberg. This is 37 minutes, goddamn. Oh, it's got some classics on here though. I know every single one of these.
I'm just checking, like,
Except Allison Quinn. That doesn't ring any bells. Exit Tier 1. Tonin in the prime days. Old news we don't want to see. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm sure everyone here already knows all of this.
yeah,
The
right.
only one I don't recognize is Allison Quinn.
I have like long chin
Everything
hairs.
else,
I
you
gotta
know.
cut that. I gotta trim my
I
chin
think we
hairs.
all know.
It feels gross.
A $5 million Learjet limo.
I think he's done. I think we're done. Okay, yeah. Let's pause that. Let's make this fucking big. All right, guys. This is probably gonna go up on my second channel. Oh yeah, the laundry in the bag. I was literally folding laundry. I was literally just folding laundry, and then someone in my Discord was just like, "Hey Tuv, people were in the chat were spamming Charlie to watch your videos," and I was like, "Wait, why?" And then I click his stream. Not why. I mean, obviously why, but like, this is awesome. And he's watching Eudoxia Mysteries' video on Worthless 319. I also made a video on that. So I'm guessing he looked up Worthless 319, saw the list of videos, and did not click mine, sadly. And then I got the idea. I was like, I'm gonna just ping everyone in my Discord, not to like be rude. I would just be like, you guys suggest, literally tell Critical in the chat to watch the Darkest TikTok Iceberg part, or the Darkest TikTok Iceberg. Literally fucking everyone started spamming it. Like he watched it. He was like, why is everyone spamming this? He looked it up. Boom. Oh my god. Is he reacting to something else?
Let me see inside it.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is insane. Dude, thank you guys. Thank you to the Discord. Shout out to the Discord. Join the Discord if you haven't. And I don't know, I'm gonna go back to folding my laundry. Maybe I got some subscribers out of this. Some views. I don't even know, bro. Like I'll check. But I'll see you guys later. Oh, I'll see you guys next time I upload.